Do you know the signs of a dog in heat? This is a question that's crucial to every pet owner out there. Understanding these signs not only helps ensure your pet's health and well-being, but it also allows you to provide the right care and attention during this challenging time. Just like humans, dogs too experience changes in their physical and emotional state when they are in heat. The signs can be subtle or overt, but they are always there. It's about knowing what to look for. This video is all about helping you recognize these signs so you can be the best pet parent possible. We'll take you through the common behavioral changes, the physical signs, and even how your female dog's heat cycle might attract male dogs. Remember, knowledge is power. Knowing the signs can help you better care for your furry friend during this period of discomfort. One of the first signs you may notice is a change in your dog's behavior. Now let's dive into what exactly those changes might look like. They can vary from dog to dog, but there are some common patterns to watch out for. Firstly, you might notice an increase in restlessness. Your dog may seem fidgety, have trouble sitting still, or start pacing more than usual. This restlessness can be a response to the hormonal changes happening within her body. Next, you may observe frequent urination. This is not just a sign of a full bladder, but rather can be a way for your dog to signal to males that she is in heat. It's her way of saying, "Hey, I'm ready to mate." So if you find your dog asking to go outside more often than usual, or marking spots around the house, it could be a sign she's entering her heat cycle. In addition to this, your dog's behavior towards you and others may also change. Some dogs become more affectionate, seeking extra cuddles and attention. They may follow you around the house, wanting to be near you more than usual. On the other hand, some dogs may exhibit increased aggression or irritability. They might growl or snap when they usually wouldn't, or seem more guarded and on edge. It's important to remember that these behavioral changes can also be signs of other health issues. So it's always a good idea to consult with a vet if your dog's behavior changes drastically or for an extended period. In the same vein, it's worth noting that not all dogs will exhibit these signs. Some may show only one or two, while others may show them all. It's all about knowing your dog and being able to recognize when something's different. Always keep an eye on your dog's behavior, as these changes can be the first indication that your dog is entering heat. Remember, understanding your dog and her behaviors is key to ensuring her health and happiness. Physical changes are another clear sign that your dog may be in heat. Just as humans experience physical changes during their menstrual cycles, so too do our canine companions. One of the most noticeable changes is a swollen vulva. This is usually the first physical sign that your dog is entering her heat cycle. It's crucial to be aware of this, as some owners may mistake this swelling for a health issue or injury. Next, there's a shift in appetite. Some dogs may eat less while others could eat more. Some might even be picky about their food. It's not uncommon for a dog in heat to show changes in her eating habits. This is due to the hormonal changes happening in her body. Then, there's the most evident sign, a bloody discharge. This usually begins about 10 days after the swelling of the vulva. The amount of discharge can vary from dog to dog. It might start as bright red and then change to a more watery, lighter color as the heat cycle progresses. This is a normal part of the heat cycle, and owners should not be alarmed. However, if the discharge has a foul odor or the dog seems unwell, it's best to consult a vet, as it could be a sign of infection. Remember, these physical changes are not a cause for alarm, but rather a natural part of a dog's reproductive cycle. As a responsible pet owner, your role is to monitor these changes and make your dog as comfortable as possible. Keep her environment clean, especially her sleeping area, to avoid any potential infections. It might also help to put doggy diapers on her to manage the discharge and protect your furniture. Bearing witness to these changes in your beloved pet can be a bit disconcerting, especially if it's her first heat cycle. But remember, it's a natural process that every female dog goes through. These physical changes are a clear indication that your dog is in heat, and you should take appropriate measures to ensure her comfort. Another sign to look out for is increased attention from male dogs. This is because a female dog in heat emits a scent that can be detected by male dogs, even from great distances. It's a natural call of the wild, a signal that the female dog is ready for mating. What does this increased attention look like? Well, it's not subtle. A male dog may become fixated on your female dog, following her around, sniffing at her and showing signs of restlessness or agitation. He might whine, bark, or even try to mount her. He could get quite persistent, and in some cases, even aggressive. This attraction is not limited to the immediate vicinity. With a strong enough scent, a female in heat can draw male dogs from miles away. This is why, during her heat cycle, it's not uncommon for male dogs to suddenly appear at your doorstep, drawn by the irresistible call. But this isn't a romantic comedy where the male protagonist chases after the love of his life. This is real life with real consequences. An unspayed female dog in heat can quickly lead to an unplanned litter of puppies if not carefully managed. So what can you do? The first thing is to be vigilant. If your female dog is in heat, try to restrict her outdoor activities to supervised walks. Avoid letting her roam around freely in an unsecured area. Secondly, it's important to be aware that neutered male dogs can still become attracted to a female dog in heat. So don't assume that your dog is safe just because she's surrounded by neutered males. Lastly, consider spaying your female dog. Not only does it prevent unwanted pregnancies, but it also eliminates the stress and potential health risks associated with the heat cycle. Remember, knowledge is power. Understanding what happens when your dog is in heat can help you provide the best possible care for your furry friend. If you notice male dog showing an unusual amount of interest in your female dog, it's a strong sign that she is in heat. Now that you know the signs of a dog in heat, what should you do? The first step is to stay calm. This is a natural process, and while it may be a bit messy and stressful, with the right precautions, it can be managed effectively. First and foremost, it's crucial to keep your dog indoors as much as possible during this time. This is because a dog in heat can attract male dogs from miles away. By keeping her inside, you're reducing the risk of unwanted pregnancies, as well as potential fights with other dogs. In addition to this, you might want to consider using doggy diapers or pads to manage any discharge and keep your home clean. Remember, your dog doesn't have any control over this, so it's important to be patient and understanding. Next, your dog may be feeling a bit under the weather during her heat cycle, experiencing symptoms like lethargy or a decreased appetite. Provide her with extra comfort during this time. This might mean more cuddles, a softer sleeping spot, or even some extra tasty treats. It's also important to maintain a balanced diet for your dog during her heat cycle. Some dogs may eat less during this period, while others may eat more. Be observant and adjust her meals accordingly. Moreover, don't forget about exercise. While it's essential to limit outdoor activities to prevent unwanted attention from male dogs, indoor exercises can help keep your dog active and healthy. Lastly, don't hesitate to consult with a vet if you have any concerns or if your dog seems excessively uncomfortable. Every dog is different, and what might be normal for one could be a sign of distress in another. Remember, this is a challenging time for your dog, and she needs your love and support more than ever. Stay patient, provide comfort, and keep her health in check. With the right care and attention, your dog can get through her heat cycle with minimal discomfort. Let's recap the signs of a dog in heat. First off, behavioral changes. Your usually quiet and calm dog might become more restless, anxious, or even a bit aggressive. They may also urinate more frequently, marking their territory to attract potential mates. Next, we move on to physical changes. Swelling of the vulva and bleeding are the most noticeable signs. The bleeding starts heavy but lightens after a few days, similar to a human's menstrual cycle. Finally, attracting male dogs. If you notice a sudden influx of male dogs around your home or yard, it could be a sign that your female dog is in heat. These signs are your dog's way of communicating that they're going through a significant hormonal change. Remember, knowing these signs can help you better care for your dog during this uncomfortable time. Stay observant and always consult your vet if you have any concerns.